Howdy ho friends, it's Michelle with another weekly wax meltdown to share with you today. This is where I give you thoughts on what I have melted in my home for home fragrance over the last week. And it's Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, so I wanted to tell you all happy Thanksgiving. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday with family and friends and those that you love. And enjoy hopefully some time off to spend with those you love and doing things you love to do. So hope you have a great Thanksgiving, and I am thankful for all of you. Without your support, I probably would not still be doing videos, honestly. I'm glad to have made new friends, and everything that this community brings, I'm super thankful for it. Okay, all the mushy stuff is over. Let's jump into some Scentsy, because I start with Scentsy first because I love it. All right, here we go with salted caramel toffee, and this is not a new scent if I remember correctly. This is salted caramel, toffee, and butterscotch. And yeah, if you like those ooey gooey, a little cloying type scents, this one is for you. I would say I don't get a lot of butterscotch. It's the caramel and toffee what I get most of here. And for me, it was a pretty good, strong performer. So recommend it if you like those type of scents. It would probably make a good blender too. I haven't tried that, but just a thought. Pumpkin roll. This is pumpkin pie filling, yellow cake, pecans, butter, and spice. I don't know if it's that complex, but I do get kind of a yellow cake with a spicy pie filling or topping, I guess, if it's a cake. Very nice. I'm not sure if I like this one more than pumpkin cinnamon swirl, but without smelling them side by side, I think I would lean a little more towards pumpkin roll. It's a good bakery scent with a good kind of spicy pumpkin in it. And next, I've got Welcome Home, and this is just kind of your average everyday, sorry, it's not meant as an insult, it's warm and welcoming cinnamon and spices. And that's what it is. It's cinnamon and spices. And yeah, you definitely got to like the cinnamon and spices for this one. This is just kind of your walk into the craft store type scent that they have. And it's a strong performer. I have baked apple pie. And this is flaky crust, apples, spices. I don't think I get any crust with this. Let me know if you get crust with baked apple pie. I get a lot of spice with some cooked apple. But for me, it's a majority spice scent, more so than like an apple pie filling for me. That's just me. We're all different. Next is Autumn Sunset. Apples, pumpkins, fall leaves, and spices. And boy, this is a heavy spice scent too. Like, I would say almost all spice. Not all spice. You know what I mean. Majority of a spice here. Fall leaves, no. I guess maybe a little. Apples, no. Pumpkin, maybe a little. But yeah, just a spice. Spice, spice, and more spice. And strong. And this is one of my favorite fall ones. It's Harvest Blessings. It is Radiant Apple, Spiced Pumpkin, and Smooth Oak. And this is a lovely oak note with that apple and pumpkin. It's definitely different than your normal, like, spicy apple pumpkin scents. You really get that oak, but you do also get the apple and the pumpkin, so I really enjoy this. I almost feel like there's some citrus in here, like a bright citrus. Maybe that's coming from the wood note, but yeah, I feel like there's got to be some citrus in here. Anyway, I enjoy it. It's, as far as spices go, that's one of my favorite spicy kind of type scents. Clove and cinnamon. This was in the scents of the season. I don't know why, because it's in the catalog. But either way, it is scent notes of, guess what? Clove and cinnamon. Lots of clove and cinnamon. So this is pretty much all clove, cinnamon. No apple and pumpkin. Nothing to kind of jazz it up. It's just a simplistic, kind of timeless type of a scent as well. Recommended if you like cinnamon and clove scents. It's nothing special, but like I said, timeless. All right, Saint Nickerdoodle. This was in the Scents of the Season collection. I went blank there for a second. Saint Nickerdoodle is baked apples, spices, dusting of powdered sugar. Okay. We're all different in what we get from scents. I'm going to say that first. I get a lot of powdered sugar, and it doesn't necessarily make it sweet. I get the smell of powdered sugar. So almost a powderiness, not like a floral powder, you know what I mean? I smell a lot of powdered sugar, and honestly, that kind of turns me off to this scent and takes over what little I get of anything else. I get a little bit of apple. I don't really get much spice at all. It's my nose, I'm sure, but mostly powdered sugar. And that's not a scent that I want in my kitchen even, so yeah. Pass for me. And maybe an average scent. It may, if you really like it, it might be one of those that don't perform for you because you like it. I don't know. You know how sometimes if you dislike a scent, it's like stronger than it is for someone that really likes it. Anyway, I think that's kind of one of those type of scents. I'm rambling, sorry. Okay, I think the rest of my Scentsy, oh no, I have one, before I jump into the rest of the Scentsy, I have one that is not available. See, I've been going through some scents that are in the catalog that are currently available or recently were available. Yeah, but this one, Lavender Violet, not available. It is in my Scentsy Club though, so I get it even though it's not available. This is Spun Sugar, Lavender, and Violet with Marshmallow and Lavender and Violet. This could be a scent that I just have all the time in my bedroom. And speaking of, I meant to talk about this, I think, in one of my mixology episodes, whatever. Okay. I think another part of my issue when I have during the summer, when I talked about it being super hard to scent a room because of all the airflow, you know, with ceiling fans and air conditioner constantly going, trying to keep the house a decent temperature. I also have high humidity here. And when I was doing the mixology, I was working on those, testing those out in our sunroom, which gets a lot more humid in that room when it's raining. And there was one, I don't remember which one it was, but there was one scent that I knew the mix was going to be strong and it was raining outside. And I could barely smell the thing, but I think it's because the humidity was like 110% in that room. 100% outside and like 110% in there. Anyway, it was pretty heavy, humid type feeling in there. Anyway, it wasn't necessarily that hot. It was just super humid. So, yeah, that's my theory. I think the humidity also plays a huge part. If you have high humidity or live in a high humid area, yeah, I think that plays a part as well. So when we get into cooler months, I'm not running my air conditioner. If anything, maybe I'm running a heater, which for the most part, heaters remove humidity, and in cooler temperatures, there's less humidity, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I get better performance in the cooler months, you know, the 3 or maybe 4 cooler months that we get. Anyway, yeah. So all that to say, this performs a lot better now that it's cooler outside, finally, than what it did in the heat of the summer. The heat and humidity of the summer. Oh, I love this though. I love it. It's probably not one they're going to bring back, but if you ever see it and have the opportunity to try it, do it. Do it. Okay. Sips of cider. We're going to jump into some of the brand new scents in this catalog. I finished out quite a few of these scent bars from what I used in my mixology series. So I have a whole little stack here of the brand new scents. Sips of cider, blood orange, sparkling ginger, and cinnamon stick. Definitely blood orange because it's got that sweetness. But there is something about the orange, the ginger, and this sparkling note that kind of turns me off when warm. I don't like the combination of that sparkling note and the orange for some reason. And the ginger. I get all of those scent notes. Cinnamon, it's not heavy on cinnamon. It's there, but it's not heavy at all. It's worth a try if you like, you know, orange type scents with ginger, especially. Next is blackberry spice. Like I said, these are the rest of the Scentsy here are in the catalog and are the brand new scents. So blackberry spice is blackberry, cedarwood, and clove. And yes, I get all of that. There is something about the cedarwood note in this, I think, or maybe it's the mix with the clove that I don't like warm. I wish I got more blackberry, but it's probably pretty equal with all 3 of those notes to my nose. Not a repurchase for me, but I definitely am glad I tried it. Next is black currant and plum. This is dark plum, black currant, and apple. So I liked this when it was freshly poured and we first got them. Now that it cured a little bit, when it was warm, I had this really like musky note come out that I didn't like. And oddly enough, I usually kind of like those type of notes. Yeah, I don't know. There was something in this. Maybe it's like a tart, the tartness with kind of a musk note that I didn't like. But it is like a body care dark berry type scent. Recommend you try it. Recommend you try everything. You never know what you're going to like. This is white amber and silk. This is white amber, bergamot, cotton. And yes, lots of cotton, lots of amber, lots of bergamot. An interesting mix. This is, I think, kind of a hit or miss scent. But I think the amber note kind of turns me off a little bit. But if you like amber notes, which I normally do too. Anyway. Yeah, maybe it's the bergamot mixed with that because bergamot does kind of turn me off. Anyway, a strong performer for me at least. Next is Perfect Day. And this is autumn pear, spiced syrup, and bourbon. And I would say, yeah, all of those. So I like this one better than like sips of cider, and not that they're the same or similar scents, but they're in the same kind of category, I guess, in that fruity, citrusy kind of note. Bourbon is not heavy, so don't let that sway you. I like the sweetness that the syrup brings to it. I think it's really just that it's an odd combination. Not that it's a bad combination, it's just odd. So it may be something, you know, that I grow to like the more I melt it. And I haven't said, sorry, haven't been saying the strength. Sips of cider is strong. Blackberry spice is light to medium. Blackcurrant spice, light to medium. White amber and silk and perfect day, I would say, are strong, for me at least. Next is falling apples. And this is apple, acorn, and oak. And by the scent notes, I thought I would really like this. You do get all of those notes. It is like a dark, kind of almost cooked apple. It's definitely not a fresh apple. It's almost a rotten apple, honestly. And maybe that's why I don't like it. Yeah, there's not really a brightness for me here. It's like a dark, deep, almost to me like a Halloween scent even. Maybe that's why. Anyway, it's an apple scent with a lot of woodiness and acorn oak type note. And strong for me. Cran apple crumble. This is cran apple, which is cranberry and apple with brown sugar and a dollop of whipped cream. I really like this one. And I'm not normally a huge bakery fan. It's definitely got all of those notes. Pretty equal. It's got a lot of whipped cream though. Maybe even more majority whipped cream than what you would think anyway. But a nice kind of fruity, appley type cooked scent. Although I will say I like, caramel apple craze. I personally like caramel apple craze better than the cran apple crumble, but that's just personal preference. They're both good. Next is Huckleberry Hideaway. And this is Huckleberry, Mountain Violet, and Crisp White Woods. And yeah, you definitely get Huckleberry and like that violet floral note. The White Woods is a little in the background, but still very noticeable. It's nice. This one was light for me, though. But I don't think I would want it any stronger either. Next is Frosted Vanilla. This is my favorite one from the new releases. This is Sweet Vanilla Bean, Birch Bark, and Frosty Air. So this is almost just on that borderline of a marshmallow vanilla. Not quite, but almost there to that sweet marshmallow type of a note with that birch bark that kind of gives it kind of like that Bath & Body Works Marshmallow Fireside type of a scent. I'm not saying it's a dupe or really even similar, but it's along the same lines. It's got that sweet vanilla with that kind of embery birch type note. Love it. And a little bit of fresh air there also. Some get mint. I don't get mint. I just get a fresh air. And it's supposed to even be specifically peppermint, and I despise peppermint, but I don't get peppermint. So thank goodness for that. All right, that's it for the Scentsy. On to Pink Zebra. If you just stayed for the Scentsy, thank you so much, and have a happy Thanksgiving. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. On to Pink Zebra. Actually, before we jump into Pink Zebra, I've got one Super Tarts here to share. This was, there we go. Let's see if I can hold it there. This was previously named Lost Boys. It is now called Embers. It is pomegranate, apple cider, and toasted marshmallows. So good. I love this scent. You get that kind of bright tart pomegranate, but you get the apple cider with it and the toasted marshmallows. It's a great scent for those cooler days, but not like snow days maybe, just cooler days. Anyway, all right, now on to Pink Zebra. Pink Berry Cream is juicy strawberry, vanilla, and sugar cream. So I'm glad they thought kind of outside the box on some of these scents that are in their fall winter catalog. I'm trying to open it. But this one is a little, I don't know. It's definitely not a fall winter scent. It's very creamy and sweet, sugary with a little bit of strawberry. It's basically that drink that you see in that picture. That's what it is. Super creamy with a little bit of strawberry. It's nice. I would categorize that more as a a spring summer scent. Light performance on that. Next is Campfire S'mores. I think they did a live on YouTube. Pink Zebra actually, like, main office in the Woodlands in Texas, did a live on the 1st of the month, and this I think was like a special scent for the month or something like that. They had a whole group of scents. Anyway, Campfire S'mores, marshmallow, sugary graham cracker, and creamy milk chocolate. And this one, again, light for me. I don't get a whole lot of marshmallow is the only thing. I get mostly chocolate with a little graham cracker in there, but that's it. Yeah, I want that marshmallow amped up in that one. Also light. And Season's Greetings, Bayberry Wreath, Amberwood, and Festive Pineapple. So, of course, this was very intriguing with the pineapple note for a fall winter scent. And I like this. The amberwood throws me off a little bit, but I do like that bayberry and the pineapple. I do get bayberry and pineapple. Sorry. Mainly with that amber wood note. I don't know, it just kind of throws me off. It's almost like it doesn't belong. That's just my nose, of course, but I do enjoy that bayberry and that pineapple combo in there. That was light to medium, maybe. And then my last one for this week is Everything Autumn. It is apple, pumpkin, and spiced pear. Now, this was good. I feel like the pear note was a little artificial, but pear scents kind of come off a little artificial anyway. So, yeah. It was amped up on that pear note, which I'm fine with. I mean, how many times can you do apple and pumpkin together? So I liked the addition with that pear. Spiced pear, though, very little. Honestly, this kind of is similar to Scentsy's Perfect Day, honestly. That's how much pear is in it. Yeah. And then the apple and pumpkin, it just kind of adds that spice to it. Anyway, I enjoyed it. It was okay. I wouldn't repurchase it. And it was a light to medium performer as well. I think the problem with the performance on the Pink Zebra may just be my warmers. I don't have, hot plate warmers or Pink Zebra warmers that I'm putting these in. The ones that I do have Pink Zebra warmers of are the small, like, element type warmers. They don't have a bulb. Anyway, yeah, so I think they may just need hotter warmers. One of my friends here on YouTube, Di, I will put a link to her YouTube channel below in the comments. So I love watching her Sunday videos about what she has melted. She suggested using the candle lamps for the pink zebra wax. And if you're not familiar with candle lamps or candle crocks, I don't have any candles this week, but if you're not familiar with those, I have a playlist in the description below that will tell you all about them. It's basically, instead of burning a candle, we put them under a lamp, and it's a hot bulb that shines down like a 50-watt bulb. Some are 25, some are 35-watt bulbs, but anyway, on the candle, and it melts it from the top down, just a layer at a time, and you pour off the wax, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I'm going way off the rails here, but anyway, she suggested using a candle lamp with the pink zebra wax. So I do need to do that. I'm trying to kind of get through some wax to cut down my stash, not buy as much that I've been buying throughout the year, you know, just to kind of make some room, maybe for some new stuff in the next new year, who knows. Anyway, all right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving, and I will see you. I may have a Scentsy haul to show you before, well, yeah, it'll be before next Wednesday's video, but I may put it up on Saturday. Hopefully, if I get it before then, I will put a Scentsy haul video up on Saturday. If not, then I guess it'll just be next Wednesday before I see you again. So, have a great Thanksgiving, and I will see you next time.